So they would come in, and once we did a high and low dose on everyone without going through the whole medical procedure. So they had a chance to just know what it felt like. They have the lowest dose and the highest dose. And then once that was done, then what they would do is they would come in the night before, and they would spend the night in the hospital room and just get hopefully a good night's sleep. And then in the morning, we would get their blood pressure, pulse, what's called vital signs, start an IV on them, and get some blood samples drawn. And then about then our favorite part, and they'd have a rectal probe put in so we could monitor their temperature, which was everyone's least favorite part, more than the IVs. And then so we would start one IV for blood draws, and then we would start another smaller IV to inject the medication in the DMT in. And then I would just sit in there and, after the initial blood draws, because we'd have to get blood draws about a half hour, I think some of the levels, before anything else was done. And then Rick would come in and he would talk to them and see how they were feeling and just chat. And then I'd have all my tubes and all my stuff set up on the one side, because we drew blood like at 30 minutes after injection, or 30 seconds after injection, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They were very frequent blood draws, and we could just do that right through the tubing of the IV. And once the drug was injected, they were just, within seconds they were gone. And then about 15, 20 minutes worth of blood draws, if I'm remembering right, and monitoring their blood pressure and pulse. And then they would start coming around. And then they had to stay in the room for probably about an hour, a blood draw, I think, about an hour afterwards. And then they would kind of just start coming back and around and have something to eat, and a family member could come in at that time.